I don't always reminisce, but when I do, I reminisce about pie. What is pie, you ask? It is an obsolete idea by now. Most people have moved on to Tao. I remember a day. So long ago, times were different.
Any suicide doors are recovered.
Look at me Tao. Look at me Tao.
Oh,
I'm getting paper. Look at me Tao. Look at me Tao.
yeah.
All these youngins in that Tao, they always take the easy way out.
Any suicide doors are recovered.
Look at me now. Look at me now. I'm getting paper. Look at me now. Look at me now. I used to walk uphill both ways. Now these kids are replacing 2 pi for an easier constant. They now have time to party all day when they should be doing massive amounts of trig homework and slaving over a unit circle. I remember the olden days.
Shame on me now, flew me to places I've never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground.
Oh, we got 911.
Oh my God, call.
Hello? Oh, yep. Okay, we're on our way.
What's going
Guys,
on?
we just got a call. There's 4 young nerdy boys protesting something about Tao. Let's go.
He's a bad chef. Whoever made pie is a bad chef. Whoever made pie is a bad chef. Whoever made pie is a bad chef. Yo, what's the fire truck doing here? Oh my God! 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 Oh no! Stop!
What the? Put him in the car. Come on. Go. Get in the car. Go. Come on. Get in. Watch your fingers.
2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war. I always like the term battle better.
Can I offer you some water?
Sure.
What do you guys?
No.
What do you guys think you were doing?
It's way above you.
You should just tell me.
I don't think so.
You're gonna regret it when the other cop comes
Yeah, well,
out.
if she's as short as you, then I don't think we got nothing to worry about.
Well, you should have just told me.
So are you two gonna explain yourselves or what? Who said you could have a water?
Your other officer.
Yeah,
Actually.
I find that very hard to believe. Now explain what your shenanigan was all about.
Maybe if you could pick up my water, I would.
Oh, very funny, sir.
Ha ha ha.
No, thank you. How come you're not talking?
We can't.
Oh, so you have any idea why you would be shouting the word Tao?
You can't know. Because it's a good word.
It's a good word. Never heard of it before. Was it some kind of Greek letter?
Where did you go to school? She probably went to Bristol Central.
She probably still uses pie.
Are you guys finally gonna tell us what happened now?
Probably not.
No.
Why?
Look, woman. I've had enough of you.
Excuse me?
Hey!
I
Yeah,
swear,
you wanna get- you wanna go?
You see me
Remember last time?
You see me hit him.
Okay, calm down. Guys, we don't want to fight. Just tell us what happened.
Yeah. Like, listen. It's just that we could tell you, but you wouldn't understand.
It's a small group of fans, you know. You wouldn't understand.
We just had big brains, unlike some people.
What happened to your little friend over there?
I think he's sleeping.
I think it's time for it.
Alright, you know what? You're right. We're gonna give you guys a math lesson, okay?
Alright.
Yeah, but you didn't see that one coming.
I didn't.
Okay, guys, I gotta show you the greatest thing ever, alright? Check this out. Here. What is this? What is this?
A circle.
Right, what
That's a
is
circle?
Yeah.
Whoa.
what is the definition of a circle?
No sides, right? Just circular. Looped.
How do we get a circle?
Donut.
A set of points equidistant from a midpoint.
Yes, a circle is defined as the set of all points equidistant from a point called the center. So here's the center of the circle, and then the circle is really all of these points that are all along here that are the same distance away from the center, right?
Right. Yes.
Right. Okay. So, if you were going to talk about this part of the circle right here, what do we call this? The sort of crunchy outer shell of the circle. What is that called?
The circumference.
The circumference. All right. And back in middle school, we learned that the circumference is equal to what?
Pi r.
2 pi r. And here's that magic number pi, right? That has these properties of being what? What do we know about pi? It's infinite. Well, it has a decimal that is
Very long.
non-terminating, non-repeating, which is a fancy way of saying it goes on forever and there's no pattern in it. Well, here's the interesting thing. Where this 2 and this r, well, the 2 are twice the radius. What do we call something that's twice the radius?
Diameter.
A diameter. So really, the circumference is pi times the diameter, which is kind of a silly thing because if you think back to the definition of a circle, really you're defining the circle by the radius. The set of all points equidistant, and that distance is the radius. So wouldn't it make more sense for this magic number right here that we call pi, wouldn't it make more sense for the magic number to be multiplied by the radius, since the definition of the circle is based on the radius? This is where you say yes.
Yeah.
Right. So, in fact, that's what mathematicians have done. They have said pi, see this number pi right here? This is garbage. What we want to do is we want to come up with some magic number that we can multiply by the radius, right, to get the circumference. And to do that, they've come up with this new number that they're going to call tau. Tau will represent the number of times that this radius, so if this radius is a noodle, right, the number of times that we could write this noodle across the circumference, and ultimately that ends up being twice the value of pi. So, in terms of this old guy pi over here, tau is going to be equal to twice the value of pi. And now you've got that the circumference is equal to tau times r. Any questions?
Makes
Okay.
sense.
So, we've defined the circle in terms of the radius, and now we've defined the circumference in terms of the radius using tau. Well, okay, so that's a little bit convenient, but remember trig? Remember that thing, trigonometry? We learned about trig, and we had, what's this?
Unit circle.
The unit circle. Okay, so the unit circle starts here at 0, and then you go all the way around the unit circle one time. You go around the unit circle one time, and where do you end up?
Pi.
Not pi.
2 pi.
2 pi. You go all the way around one time, and you get 2 pi. Well, back to this. We now have this magic number tau that equals 2 pi. So instead of going around one time and getting 2 pi, we're going to go around one time and get tau. In the unit circle, when you go around halfway, what do you get? Pi. Halfway, you get pi. When you go around a quarter of the way, what do you get? Pi over 2. quarter of the way, pi over 2. Does that make sense? This is
Not
why
at
you
all.
say no.
No.
No, of course not. Look what happens if you use tau instead of pi. A quarter of the way through the unit circle, this radian measure is tau over 4. Quarter of the way, tau over 4. You go halfway through the unit circle. What do you get right here?
Tau
Over 2.
Tau over 2. Halfway, tau over 2. 3/4 of the way through the unit circle, where are you going to be?
3
Tau over 4.
3 tau over 4. 3/4 of the way, 3/4 tau. And then back to the end,
With
we're at tau
tau.
again. Isn't tau much more convenient to use than pi?
It is.
It is. All right, now look. I know you're sitting here, you're like, okay, it's a circumference, unit circle, but you're probably like, yeah, but isn't this really going to mess up Euler's identity? If e to the I pi plus 1 equals 0, are you really going to mess this up by saying the most beautiful equation of all? And don't you hate it when pedantic math teachers are like, oh, it's so beautiful, just admire it. It's got the 5 basic numbers of mathematics, the e, the I, the pi, the 1, the 0.
I do
Well,
hate that.
Do we want, thank you, do we want to mess this up? Well, we're not really going to mess it up.
We're gonna fix
If
it.
we define e to the ix as cosine of x plus I sine of x, and we evaluate this at e to the I tau, here's what we get. Cosine of tau. Here's tau. What's cosine?
0.
Cosine of tau.
1.
1, you get 1 plus I, and now sine of tau, 0, so you get I times 0, and anything times 0 is 0, so you get e to the I tau equals 1 plus 0.
It's the same thing. Except there's tau.
It's not the same thing, but I know what you're saying. You've still got all the important elements, right? So, bottom line in your notes, okay, I want you to take out your notes, your summary, our little wrap-up summary. Make sure you've got this. Tau is greater than pi. Any questions?
No.
All right, we're good.
Do you understand now?
Yeah, we get it now. Mind blown.
You're free to go.
It's amazing.
That's what I thought.
After that day, the revolution gained prominence. It was all over from there. Pi was all but forgotten.
Hey, yo, Jimmy.
What up, Jose?
Yo, you know what today is, man?
What's today?
It's that pi day thing.
You know, pi like circle?
Yeah, the circle thing. Circle with the squiggly line.
I don't know if I like that. I love the food.
Oh, food's awesome, man.
Oh, yeah, I
But like,
do.
the teachers like us to learn that stuff. I kind of like
no.
it. Oh my God.
You shooting over?
That's all a distant memory, though. It was as if it were only a year ago. That's all I have for you for today. Remember, folks, always remember to reminisce responsibly.